I know some of you out there, like me, you save all of your nuts, bolts, and washers that don't use for one project to save them and use in another project so you don't have to go running to the hardware store every time you need something. So what you do, you keep it in a container like this. You spread it out on a table like this and pour it out. You spread it out. You look for what you need. Then you got to put it back in. That's where the problem comes in. What I've been having to do is to try to pick up as many as I can. So I get to the point where I just have to kind of shove them off and hope I don't drop any. And there I did, I dropped one. Stay tuned and see how I solve this problem.
I'd been thinking about this project for quite a while and had most of the idea in my head. Then I just drew down some simple dimensions on a piece of paper and just sort of worked with it that way. The rest of it is pretty well self-explanatory. If there's enough interest in this project, if people want plans, I'll draw up some SketchUp plans and have them available. Starting to cut some 1/4-inch dados here. 2 passes of the 1/8-inch saw blade. This will be on the inner side of the box, which will hold a lid about 1 inch from the top. The dados can be cut just a little bit loose. That'll ensure that the lid will slide easy, which looks like I got that done. Next, I'm cutting out an opening in the front of the box. Using the router table to cut a 1/4-inch slot in the dado that I've cut previously. The reason for this will be apparent a little bit later. Now it's time to start the glue up. Now my poor old glue bot had an accident. Somehow or another, I don't know how it happened, the top got caved in. Oh well, I'll be replacing it here shortly at the Atlanta Woodworking show in April.
Do you think it's dry yet? No, not yet.
It is now time to see if the lid slides in nice and smooth. First time. May not be apparent at this point, but that's a 45-degree cut that I'm cutting on there. Don't know why I didn't show the other side. And cutting another 45-degree angle, which you'll see being put together here. And all this will be apparent a little bit later on in the build. I'm going to check again to see if the lid slides in nice and smooth with those little 45-degree cuts in. And it did. Did have to shave it down just a little bit. This is the handle I'm going to use for the lid. And in just a moment here you're going to see where I made a little bit of a mistake. Nothing I couldn't overcome. I didn't look and check my nail gun for the length of nails that I was using, and by golly, they were quite a bit long. I just snipped them off and sanded everything down smooth. Never thought I'd have much of a use for these little small quick clamps, but in this application it worked out just fine. time to give it a test run. Found the one I needed. Did have to take a few of the bigger ones out. Didn't think they would go through the chute very well. Well, looks like it worked pretty well. I'm pleased. Hope you enjoyed this video. Check with me next time for another woodworking project.